What is going on, Jeromes? So we have potentially the worst Thursday night football game in NFL history tonight. We got the Bailey Zappi-led Patriots versus the Mitchell Trubisky-Ponder-led Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Patriots are having a horrible season. They just got blanked at home by the Chargers, and the Steelers just lost at home to the Cardinals. So someone's got to win or tie, like 3-3. But it's time for the return, the beautiful return of Andy's Stupid Gambling Show. Now, if you're OG to the channel, you remember that we did this, 2-3 years ago? I don't know. But I felt like, so for, again, entertainment purposes only, Daddy likes to put down a jelly bean or two, and we may as well talk out our thought process as well as share some results. And things are sure to go bad. So we got 3 picks for tonight's game. Let's start off at the top. So number 1, doing a 6-point teaser, so minus 120. We got Steelers, who are currently -6, but we got them at a pick 'em. And then the current total is 30, but we pushed that thing up to 36. Now, I do like. So one of my favorite things is 2 home teams that are favorites and tease them. Like 2 home teams that are a field goal favorite and tease them 6 points, and then all of a sudden you're getting a field goal at home. It's kind of nice. But obviously standalone games, going with the Steelers, going with the total. And I feel like this is going to be one of those ugly rock fight games. It's perfectly fine. Like we said, the Patriots last week shut out against the Chargers at home. New England, it's been tough. And for all of the football fans who've been waiting for the downfall of the Patriots, well, it's been a good couple of years, but this one is absolutely ground zero. New England has 13 points in the last 3 games, and also no Rondre Stevenson, no Demario Douglas. Bailey Zappi, the pride of Western Kentucky, is not necessarily better than Mac Jones. Mac Jones. And for the Steelers, no Kenny Pickett, which actually might be a blessing in disguise. And they have moved on from Matt Canada, although I feel like that bump that you usually get from removing a coach that's not very well liked is already gone, as evidenced by their 10 points at home against the Cardinals last week. And Trubisky, Mitchell Trubisky-Ponder, who, by the way, the Bears traded up to 2 in 2017 and drafted Mitchell Trubisky-Ponder ahead of Patrick Mahomes. No big deal. I'd like to point that out every single time being a Vikings fan. But the whole thing about it is that I think Trubisky will do enough. Like, in terms of backup quarterbacks, I think that he's slightly above average. And Tomlin, you know that Tomlin's champing at the bit to bounce back very quickly on the short week after getting embarrassed at home by Arizona. And the weather, weather's not going to be a factor. Unlike a lot of the Sunday games, it's going to be 40s at kickoff, marginal wind, no rain. But again, I think that both these offenses are going to struggle, probably pretty mightily. And I think this is going to be an ugly 16-6 type Steelers win. So with the 6-point teaser, going with the pick 'em, going with the under 36. Also, if you just want to bet straight up Steelers -6 or the under 30, I won't be mad at you. Next up, number 2. So Jaylen Warren, a Steelers running back, over 14.5 receiving yards. Now, Najee Harris, Jaylen Warren is better than Najee Harris. Like, everyone knows this, right? Except for people involved with the Steelers organization. But Najee Harris is questionable with a knee. Warren should be getting the bulk of the work anyway. Now, the Patriots, do have the number 1 run defense in the NFL in terms of yards per carry. Now, part of that is it's so easy to throw against them. After Judon and Gonzo went down. But Jaylen Warren is the 3rd most targeted player on the Steelers behind George Pickens and Deontay Johnson. And he does have 38 catches for 243 yards on the season. And Trubisky, I'm sure, is going to do the typical backup quarterback thing. Like, he's going to have a lot of checkdowns. I think that Freiermuth is going to have himself a big game too. But I think that Jaylen Warren is going to be leaking out of the backfield quite a bit. And it honestly wouldn't shock me, like, if he gets over 14.5 receiving yards on the first 2 drives. I think that's pretty much a lock, so we are certainly going to take that. Lastly, pick number 3 for... This is going to be a tough watch for Patriots and Steelers. But number 3, so bit of a parlay action. So we're going to put 2 bets in play, and we're going to take Bailey Zappi and Mitchell Trubisky-Ponder over 0.5 interceptions, both of them. So we're going to parlay that out. And Bailey Zappi, career 5 touchdown, 5 pick touchdown interception ratio, throws a pick on 3.5% of his passes. I think that he's just going to be pressured into serving up a meatball or two. And also, I do think that the Steelers will get ahead early in this game. I think the Patriots will have some garbage time catch-up mode. Well, garbage time for a game under 30. As much as that can be. But the Steelers do have 12 interceptions, which is 5th best in the NFL. And on the other side, Trubisky's already come out and said that he's going to slang it. Although, again, I think a lot of that is huff and puff. I think that he is going to check down. But with Trubisky, I'm sure that he is going to take a couple of chances downfield. He does have a career-high 45 interceptions. And the Patriots secondary has been decimated by injury and, frankly, just not that good this year. Only 6 picks. But I do feel like they are going to get their mitts on one from Trubisky. And I think that Bailey Zappi, he might throw 2. Go ahead. So we're going to parlay that out. Bailey Zappi and Trubisky Ponder are both over 0.5 interceptions. And also, if you're wondering why I call Mitchell Trubisky Ponder, because he is the Christian Ponder of the Bears. It's a long-running joke, me being a Vikings fan. But that's it. That's at 3 wagers. Again, entertainment purposes only for Thursday Night Football. Tossing a couple of jelly beans down. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts. What are your picks? What are your bets? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily, betting takes. But you know what to do. Skull, production value. Do we say skull? It doesn't matter. Production value.